Hello guys, and today I'm bringing you another deck list in my quest of doing every deck list on my channel. And today's deck list are actually Zings, which were a worm deck, which was a new type since the first new type since Psychics anyway. But they didn't actually make too much of the worm type. I know Psychics has gotten a lot more with the Cosmos now, but even so, the worms, the only archetype really it has is Zings, whereas the other ones are just generalized worm cards. But this is still quite a fun deck and revolves around synchro summoning in your opponent's turn is the main focus of the deck. But anyway, actually getting into the deck profile, the first monster is Zephyr Quinn, Secret of the Yin Yang, which is a pendulum card with a pendulum scale of 7, and the other pendulum card I've got in the deck is of 1, which is a good pendulum difference to have to be able to special summon all the, well, pretty much special summon all the rest of the Yin Yangs in the deck. And yeah, but anyway, its pendulum effect stops pendulum summoning other than Zing or Zephyr monsters, but its actual normal effect is where when this card is pendulum summoned, or when this card in your monster zone is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can add one Zing or Zephyr spell trap card from your deck to your hand, and you can use this effect of Zephyr, the Secret of the Zing, once per turn. Then we've got Teoti, Shadow of the Zing. When this card you can charge up a battle by card effect into the graveyard, you can special one Zing monster from your deck in defense position except Teoti, Shadow of the Zing. You can only use the effect of Teoti once per turn. During your opponent's main phase of battle phase, you can synchro summon, blah blah blah. And then if it's uses a synchro material, that monster cannot switch allegiances. I couldn't think of the word. It can't go to your opponent's control, but it's the thing it does if it's used as a synchro material. Then we've got 3 Suani, Fire of the Zing. When this card you control is shot by battle or by card effect, send to graveyard, you can special summon one Zing monster from your deck in defense position. And then also it's got the synchro summoning in your opponent's turn effect. And anything synchro summoned with this gains 500 attack or defense. So it's like they gain extra effects by the actual Zings you use to synchro summon. So different situations will call for different materials being used. Then I've put in 2 Masked Chameleon into the deck. It's like an extra wild, well, not a wild card, but it's like an extra use. Most of them have either 0 defense or 0 attack, but Masked Chameleon works with a 0 defense. It cannot be done with summoned unless you control no level 5 or higher monsters, but there's only a few level 5 or higher monsters in the deck other than synchros. But if it's early on or later on after your synchros have been removed, then you can normal summon it, then bring back either Suani, Fire of the Zing or whatever. Then you can either XYZ summon with XYZ summon. I've only put 1 in because the rest of the synchros are needed, but you can change your extra deck if you want to. But Masked Chameleon can either provide an XYZ material or a synchro, or for a synchro summon, as it is also a tuner as well. So you can bring out a level 8 tuner really easily, or a level, I think it's level 6 with Maxi, but Maxi doesn't have a 0 defense. But yeah, when you bring the 0 defense, it's like you got a level 3 there, which isn't a tuner, which would make it level 7, or level 8 with that. That's a tuner, so you wouldn't be able to use two tuners to synchro summon. Then we've got 3 Bian for the Zing. When this card you can charge by battle by card effect, you can special one Zing monster from your deck in defense position. You can only use this effect of Bian once per turn. Once we're drawing your opponent's main phase of battle, you can synchro summon in your opponent's main or battle phase. The same, and a synchro monster that use this card as a synchro material cannot be destroyed by battle, which is the extra effect it gets. Then we've got the other pendulum monster, which is Zephyraxi, and with the pendulum effect it's got the same as the other one, where you can pendulum summon other than Zing or Zephyr monsters. And its monster effect is if this card's pendulum summon, special summon from the deck, target from the deck. This card's pendulum summon, special summon, or special summon from the deck, you can target one Zing or Zephyr monster you control except Zephyr. Blah blah blah. It's treated as a tuner monster this turn. Also place this card on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect as a Fraxi, Treasure of the Zing once per turn. So if you get special summoned and you've got a Suani on the field, and neither of them being tuner, then you can make one of them a tuner, and then you can bring out the Zing synchro monsters. Instead of being stuck with 2 low level and low attack monsters on the field, you can then synchro summon. I've got double Maxi because of the special summon heavy format. Like I said in my other deck lists, Maxis are pretty much a standard at the moment, but unfortunately they're going higher than what they were worth, obviously 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever, you know what I mean, like before Monarchs and stuff, before the new format. Then we've got 3 Bixie, Water of the Yangzing. When this card, you can blah blah blah, destroy, you can special summon Yangzing monster from your deck in attack position except Bixie. And then you can use this effect of Bixie once per turn. Then you can synchro summon. You can synchro summon one. Yeah, you can do that synchro summoning in your opponent's turn again, as per usual. But the last effect I forgot, which is a synchro monster that used this card as a synchro material, is unaffected by trap cards, which is really useful because they activate Mirror Force. It destroys the rest, but you can still have that synchro summon monster on the field. Next is Yugioh, which is arguably the engine of the deck. When it's sent to the graveyard, when it's destroyed by battle card effect, especially Yangzing monster, as per usual, they pretty much all have that effect. Then obviously you can synchro summon during your opponent's turn, I think. Actually, no, you can't do it with this one. No, you can't actually do it. You can't actually synchro summon with this one in your opponent's turn, unfortunately. I got mixed up then. But also, it is still the engine of the deck, because if you control no other monsters, you can send 2 Yangzing cards from your hand to the graveyard, especially one Yangzing with monster with 0 attack and one Yangzing with 0 defense from your deck, but banish them during the end phase. But you should synchro summon obviously with them first. And then also, you can use the effective J2 once per turn, and only effect per turn, and only once that turn. Yeah, they're generalized. Obviously the restriction on it, but this has 0 attack, this has 0 defense. Those are 2 examples, but that has also 0 defense. Bian has 0 defense. Shiwen has 0/0, so it can be either of the choice, which is handy, because if you choose this to have the 0 attack, then you can choose Chiwen to have the 0 defense. Or if you choose this to have the 0 defense, then you can choose Chiwen to have the 0 attack. If you understand that, yeah. Then the last monster is obviously Chiwen, which is another part of the engine of the deck. And when this card you control is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can special one Yangzing monster from your deck, as per usual the others. When a Yangzing monster you control is destroyed by battle by card effect and sent to graveyard while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. If you do, banish it when it leaves the field. So obviously if you've got this destroyed, Suwani destroyed, then you choose to special summon something from the deck. You can remove Chiwen to bring. You can use Chiwen's effect to bring itself back. Then, because if you've brought another one out, actually, like this one from Suwani, or you brought Suwani out with another one, then you can use Suwani's effect or Bian's effect to synchro summon with Chiwen to produce a bigger monster quickly, so you're not left with vulnerable monsters. You know what I mean? If you have any questions, just post them in the chat. I'll respond quickly to you if I haven't been clear. So yeah, if you use Bian to bring out Suwani, then Chiwen itself, and then synchro summon for something, or if you use Suwani to bring out Bian, then you Chiwen with Bian to synchro summon, etc. Then on to the spell cards, we've got double Dark Hole, 1 Soul Charge, and double Twin Twister for the staples. Twin Twister is better than MST, especially in this deck where you can discard Chiwen, put it into the graveyard, or put Suwani into the graveyard, then normal summon Mass Chameleon to synchro summon blah blah blah. Then we've got with the 2 Dark Holes, you can put a Rejeki instead of one of them, but I was trying to make this as cheap as possible because quite a few of the cards are quite cheap, but some of the core elements are still around a $5 each, like the J2, and the Chiwens are still £5 each. These are secret, and they're only like £2. The Yangzing Path. But anyway, Yangzing Path is the only spell card in this deck that's not staple, or can be classed as staple. And it's where you target 3 Yangzing monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Yangzing Path per turn, but that's good for getting hand advantage, and also if you've got synchro summon monsters which you want still in the deck to special summon, then it's good because it like recycles them back into the deck, ready to be special summoned back out onto the field. And having with it being at free, that's a lot of recycle. Like, you're gonna shuffle through these monsters really quickly, being as if they're destroyed. You get to special one from the deck, which lowers the amount in your deck. And if you put too many in your graveyard and can't recycle them, then you can't do anything. So being able to recycle them back in the deck allows you to keep going, keep playing your plays, and also keep synchro summoning the bigger monsters. Then get onto the trap cards. We've got a Torrential, Breakthrough Skill, Compulsory, Vanity's Emptiness, Skill Drain, and Double Call of the Haunted as the staples, or what can be considered as the staples. You should know what they really do. And then also with the Zing trap card, we've got free Zing creation, where once per turn if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special one Zing monster from your deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except synchro monsters. So you can activate Zing creation and like something that already special summons a monster from the deck. You can also use Zing creation's effect to special summon a tuner from the deck, or another one from the deck, and then synchro summon with the special summon from Zing creation, and also special summon from the monster. Do you get what I mean? Because that will mean that there will be two Zing monsters on your field, which you can synchro summon with during their turn. So this deck is I quite enjoyed this deck, and it's quite fun to play. I might actually make it in real life. But yeah, going on to the extra deck, we've got Shelfeng. Actually, I'll go through the standards first. We've got Trishula, Clearwing, Black Rose, Goyo, Northung, Amades, Samsara, 2 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Tatsunoko, and Diamond Direwolf as the standard extra deck. But then going on to the actual Zing extra deck, we've got 1 Xiaofeng, which is when this card is synchro summoned, while this synchro summon card is on the field, your opponent can activate effects of monsters which are the same original attributes as the Zing monsters used for this synchro summon the card, which can really restrict someone's deck if they've got like obviously a fire deck with Suani. They can't use anything that's a fire attribute, or Zhao 2 is dark, which can limit like Insect as an example, or Dark Worlds. And you got Chi-Wen, which is light, which can limit light swarms and stuff. So it's a really good limiting card. So I might put more than one in, actually, thinking about it. And also, when this card's synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or by card effect instead of the graveyard, you can add 1 tuner monster from your deck to your hand. And once per turn, when a monster your opponent controls is, I forgot this last one. Where is it? Card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 worm monster from your deck in defense position, whose original attribute matches the original attribute that one of those destroyed monsters had on the field, which is good for bringing out either Zhao 2 to use this effect. Actually, you wouldn't be able to use Zhao 2's effect, never mind. You'd be able to bring out like Suani as an extra attack or something, or either the Zefraxes to bring out and then get their effects and whatnot, and it also means you get more field presence as well. Then going on to the next Zing monsters like Baxia, the brightness of the Yang Zing even. I keep getting that mixed up. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of different original attributes of the worm monsters used for this synchro summon this card and shuffle them into the deck. Once per turn, you can target 1 card you control and 1 level 4 lower monster in your graveyard. Destroy that card on the field, and if you do, special summon that other monster from the graveyard. So if you choose to destroy like something that's dead, or like if you got Maxi in your hand, just and you can't do anything else, you can normal summon Maxi, destroy it, and then obviously special summon your Zing monster from the graveyard. Then you get the Zing's effect, and it can do what you can do if you pick the correct ones, or if you have them in the grave, that is, depending on the situation. And next Zing is Yazi, Evil of the Zing, where it cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. You can only use the effect each of these effects of Yazi once per turn. You can either target 1 Zing monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls and destroy both of them, or when this card you control is up a battle or by a card effect and sent to graveyard, you can special 1 worm type monster from your deck in defense position, which then recycles. Obviously, then you can use the synchro summoning again. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching my Zing deck, and if you have any questions, then please feel free to comment, and I hope you like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.